Right, and hello folks, welcome back to another video. Today I've brought you down to White Horses in Pevensey Bay. It's an absolutely lovely stretch of beach, really nice to fish. Hopefully there's a couple of fish here. I've just thrown out my first bait, and let's get on and do it. I've just got really simple today. Just got a box of squid, that is it, and we're gonna fish it hard and hopefully be able to bag some fish. Let's do it. Right, so the rigs we've got today are long pennel rigs, trident rotor at the bottom there, squid as the bait, and then the hook, Cox and Rule octopus hook at the top, and the Achios Tamers hook at the bottom. Yellow grip lead. Right, so as I said, there's the bait, just a box of squid, still rock hard frozen, so we're just going to pick a bit off, wrap it up, and send it out there, and hope for the best. Right, so our first bait's been out for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We've had nothing really. Bit of crab activity, looks like it around the bottom there where they've munched a bit of the bottom away, but apart from that, nothing at all. Right, so the second bait's just been fired out now. We'll see how we get on with that. Right, so I'm starting to get these really weird little bites. It's kind of like a little shake or a rattle to the rod tip. I don't know whether it's a bit of debris in the water, or whether it's just crabs messing around. But yeah, nothing that screams pick me up and pull me in sort of thing. Like I said, when you're fishing big baits with squid, predominantly going for smoothhounds and things like that, you're looking for a solid bite followed by a run of the reel usually. But this has just been really shy little bites. That have just a little rattle and then a stop, and then a little rattle again maybe 30 seconds later and then a stop. So I think it's crabs tugging at the bait. There we go. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, or potentially it could be a small eel like we had when we were fishing previously before, when we were getting those small little shy bites. Yeah, quite interesting though. I mean, the sea is pretty flat, as you guys can probably see. The sea is pretty flat. Don't know, tempted to maybe push a rolling lead on. Let's see how we get on with that. But we'll see. The tide's now ebbing away. We fished the first half an hour of the flood. Haven't had nothing as of yet. This is bait number 2 we put out. Like I say, you just got to be really patient when you're fishing like this. I'm not fishing with the 2 worms and the small flappers. Fishing big bait, you want to leave it out there for about 10-15 minutes, possibly maybe a little bit more, and then we go again. But yeah, like I say, we're getting a couple of little shy bites. I say possibly eel, but nothing that warrants me, picking up the rod and pulling it in at a minute. Right, and like I said, so we had a couple of twitches on the rod. I'm going to pick up and reel it in. Worst case scenario, there's going to be no bait. Best case scenario, there's a little fish on there, so we'll have a look and see what or if there's anything on there, and then recast our next bait out. Right guys, as suspected, just a little bit of a bite around the back end of there, but no fish. Let's get the next bait out. Right guys, so as I previously said in the video, we're using a pennel setup, which is here. So we've got the hook at the bottom there and the hook at the top there. And what I'm doing is just using a bit of squid. Just breaking a bit of squid off there. So this squid's still pretty frozen. There we go. Just whacking a bit of bait elastic round it, just to start off with. And that will hold our hooks in. Just go in behind the bait elastic there. The bottom hook in first. I like to put a lot of elastic around the bottom here just to hold the hook in the bottom, so from sliding out. And put bait elastic around the bottom of the eye, over the eye, and then round the top. And then we want to whip the line all the way up to the top of the bait, so our top hook can sit in the bait elastic as well when we pull it tight. There we go, once, twice, and then bang through there to tie it off. Pull tight, and we bring our top hook down to meet the bait. Once, twice, around the line, in behind the bait elastic, and pull that line tight, and that is our bait ready to go there. Right, so we've got some nice dark clouds coming in from behind us compared to the nice clear sky out there, so we might get a little bit of dust in the rain. Look at that one over there. Let's see how we get on with this. I'm only in a t-shirt, hope it don't rain. Forecast says it looks alright. Hopefully it stays dry till we go. Right folks, so it's pretty slower at the moment. I just seen my first little bite that actually looked like a bite rather than something just pecking away or pulling away. So we'll see if this develops into anything, and we hopefully may be able to see a fish, which would be nice. We got a couple of little twitches there. We're currently about an hour down tide. Going to fish it till around about 10, so we've got about 2 hours left of the session. Hopefully the weather holds out. We just had a look at the weather app, and I think we're due a small shower in the next like 20 minutes, half an hour, obviously judging by the clouds coming over. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Right folks, I'll let you know if this develops into anything. Right guys, so the bait I thought we was getting little bites on, absolutely nothing. But again, completely munched around the bottom of the hook there. So yeah, bit of a weird session tonight. I'll stick it out for another hour or so and see how we go. Darkness is falling now. Will that bring on the fish? There's only one way to find out. Right folks, another bait reeled in and absolutely nothing. Not even some activity on it, nothing at all. As you can see now, the tide's ebbing away quite nicely. So maybe one or two more baits and then we'll call it a day. Right folks, we're on the last cast now. Literally nothing is happening on the bait whatsoever. The sea is pretty flat calm. I've just seen a massive splash over here. So what I might do is I might grab a set of mackerel feathers, just chuck it on the rod and punch it out and reel it back in, just to see if we can grab a bass or something, just as a last minute ditch attempt. I think that's going to be the last plan we're going to do, and then we'll call it a day I think. So yeah, no bites on the bait. Let's switch over to the feathers and give it a go. Right, so we're just going to go for a very basic string of mackerel feathers. I say I ain't got any lures on me at all. I've just got a shore cast, lollipop lead on the bottom. And we'll just throw it about and see if there's anything around. Like I said, seeing the splashes of the bass or mullet or whatever they are, might be able to get them with these, you never know. Right, so we're going to hop over the groin. Hop over the groin, all our stuff's over there. So I'm just going to hop over the groin, hopefully without trying to fall over here. Whee! There we go, so I've just seen another splash up by the side of this groin. And it's got me intrigued. Put you down here. Right guys, so we're going to end the session there. Fishing on the bait side, absolutely nothing. A couple of little taps here and there, but I think it's just crabs playing around. The sea is proper flat calm. There's little movement in the water, to be fair. Small tides. I mean, I could go on for ages about the possibilities of why we didn't catch a fish, but at the end of the day, we didn't catch any fish. Pretty weird towards the end of the session, about 2.5 to 3 hours down tide. Started seeing some big splashes in the water. I think it probably could be bass or possibly mullet. Like I say, I'm not an expert. We chucked some feathers on, as you saw, and gave it a go. It's worth a try. You never know. But you know, it's something cool to see, and I'm glad we gave it a go to try and see if we can catch whatever it was. Let us know in the comments what you think it was. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it on camera. I was just, you know, quite adamant that I wanted to get a set of feathers on and just give it a go and cast into the areas where I saw the splashes. 5 or 6 decent splashes, and then it just went dead. So yeah, we gave it a go with the feathers. Definitely something to consider putting in the box as well. Is a weighted lure to fish on the back of the feathers. I reckon if we have one of them tonight, we possibly could have caught a bass, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Like I say, I do like to show all the videos. I like to be true to myself and true to you guys as well. So if it's a bad session, it's a bad session. And I hope the other people that are watching this and that have gone out and had a bad session will think, hey, this guy's had a bad session too. It can't all be too bad. Obviously, I would like to catch fish. I like to catch fish all the time, but you know, it is what it is sometimes. And sometimes you've got to roll with the punches. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But we'll show you everything on the channel. And then, like I say, if you're new to fishing and you do go out and blank, it's not the end of the world. Just go out again and give it another go. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.